In this video, we will talk about the bar chart. Bar charts are very similar to column charts, except that the axes are switched. So it's like turning a column chart by 90 degrees. So on a bar chart, the categorical variable goes on the y-axis and the quantitative variable values go on the x-axis, which is just the reverse of what you would do on a column chart. So what happens is when the number of categories becomes high, column charts are not very suitable because the labels of the categories will not fit easily on the x-axis. So when that happens, that is the number of categories is large, bar chart is better so that the labels can fit vertically on the y-axis. And you can see that when we look at an example. And even if the number of categories is not large, but the labels happen to be lengthier. So even then, it's hard to fit the labels on the x-axis, so you can use the y-axis. So here's an example. So in this data, I have lots of categories. So that's my categorical variable with many categories. That's my quantitative variable. So the quantitative variable will go on the x-axis, categorical on the y-axis, which is just the opposite of what you would do on a column chart. So categorical variable on the y-axis, as you can see, you can read all these labels. And if you can imagine putting all these labels on the x-axis, that would be very crowded and not clear. So the quantitative variable just goes on the x-axis. And in this example, our categorical variable happens to be nominal in nature, so the order does not matter. So the shape of the curve has no interpretation. Now, in this example, I've ordered the countries alphabetically from A through Z, but as an arbitrary ordering, I could order it any which way. Either way, we cannot interpret the shape of this curve. Now, we can order this bar chart on GDP, either ascending or descending. So in this example, the GDP is in ascending order from top to bottom or descending from bottom up. Or I can have it descending top to bottom or ascending bottom up. So all I've done is I have sorted the data column here in ascending order in this case. So when data is ascending from top to bottom here, when you draw the bar chart, it goes descending from top to bottom. That's just how Excel handles it. Can we draw bar charts for trend? That is, can we use a time axis on the y-axis? No, not a good idea. Trend only looks good going from left to right, not from top to bottom or bottom to top. Can I use negative values in a bar chart just like we use negative values in column charts? Again, not a good idea. It's not impossible, you can do it, but negative values just look better going down as opposed to going left. But theoretically, you could do it, but not a good idea. So now we will see how to do these bar charts in Excel. So here's some data. So I can select the data, say insert, click on insert column or bar chart, and here's a 2D bar chart. There you go. Then I have data here in which the GDP is appearing in ascending order. So if I select this, insert bar chart, so it shows ascending order going from bottom to up or descending going top to bottom. Then I have data in the other order, descending order. So when you draw the bar chart, insert, it appears in descending order going from bottom to up or ascending going from top to bottom. So you can control whichever order looks better for you. I personally like this ordering, which is ascending from bottom to up or descending from top to bottom. So that's the end of part 1 of bar charts.